Hi, good evening, everybody. I just wanted to do a video. Um, if anybody has been keeping up with the news, particularly with the Army, there's a big issue going on right now concerning African American females in the military who are opposed to the new changes of AR 670-1, which is in military, well, in the Army, it is the code for the wear and appearance of, you know, how you basically would look in your military uniform and how you wear your insignia. One of the biggest concerns that is going on right now is with hair. I was in the military for 4 years, and hair was an issue, but it wasn't pushed as hard as it should have been. There were already rules set in place concerning that, females had to wear, well, males too, but, you had to keep your hair a certain length. For females, you couldn't keep your hair below below your collar on your uniform. You couldn't wear dreadlocks. I think kinky twist and micro braids were also out of regulation, but a lot of people still wore them. And for a lot of females who wore, particularly African American females who wore extensions in their hair, a lot of time, or they wore, excuse me, but they wore braid extensions. A lot of times it made it bulky underneath the patrol cap and underneath the helmets and any other headgear that they had to wear. And I witnessed that a lot. And so now the Army is getting stricter on enforcing the rule about the hair length and the way that you have to style your hair. And if you're keeping up with the news, a lot of African American women feel that they are targeted because, of course, we can't help the way that our hair grows. Our hair grows out. It doesn't grow down. It's not long and silky, and it just depends on the grade of hair. Like me, I have 4B natural hair. My hair grows out. When I was in the military, I had a relaxer, which is a chemical that relaxes and loosens your curls to make your hair straighter. Now, a lot of females feel that because of the new regulation, well, quote unquote new, they're just reinforcing the old standards because people weren't paying attention. But now people are, like I said, mad at the new standards. The standards have already been in place. They are just reinforcing it. Okay? As an African American female, I sympathize. I understand that society has a lot of issues with our hair texture. But when it comes to the military and the appearance of how you should look in your uniform, they're not really pushing at it saying that, oh, your hair is taboo. It's not going to look good in the uniform. No. The uniform and the military is about uniformity. If you are in the Army, you know about dress right dress. Everything is dress right dress, from the way you lay out your TA-50 for inspections, to the way that you stand in formation, to the way that you dress. Everything is dress right dress. And so they are reinforcing the way that your hair should basically look. Now, like I said, I have natural hair, of course. They're not saying that you cannot wear your hair naturally. They're saying that Basically, you need to get your hair together so that it can fit inside of your headgear. Like I said, I've seen a lot of females with the patrol cap just sitting on top of their head because they got bulky, kinky twists in, or they put in, um, they got a hair sewn in, and the hair is all over the place. It's not in a neat bun like it should be. They're not saying that you gotta, stop everything. Well, of course, the kinky twist wasn't in regulations anyway. Neither was the dreadlocks. And I also understand that if you want to keep your hair in its natural state, free of chemicals and all those, the harsh things that a lot of other African Americans put in their hair, you either wear your hair in dreadlocks, twist it up, braid it, you try to put it in a nice protective style. Well, in order to conform to military standards, they are saying don't get, huge cornrows. If you're going to wear cornrows, I think it's more than 3 cornrows, you need to have it a certain inch. I've worn my hair in tiny cornrows. Now, I think a big issue is a lot of the people don't understand how much time and effort is going to have to go into it. A term that a lot of African American women use is tenderhead, which means your hair will hurt like crap if you manipulate it. My scalp, if I braid my hair, especially in cornrows, it feels like somebody, even if they're braiding it loosely, it feels like they are just tearing my hair out of my scalp. I feel the pain, but guess what, sisters? You signed up voluntarily to join the military. Therefore, you must conform to military standards. The military does not conform to you. It doesn't. It just doesn't work that way. Now, I think, I'm not saying they are, but I know they probably considering, just everybody, when they get the basic training, shave it off and be done with it. But they give you an opportunity to just get your hair to be able to fit. You got to get it to fit under the patrol cap. When you go to the field, when you go down range, you can't have, dog, I've been out in the military so long, I can't remember. It's not a K-pod. But you can't put your headgear on, your helmet on, and it's like way right here sliding over your eyes. You can't shoot. That's what I've seen a lot while I was in the military. Your combat gear has to be straight. You know how it stops right here by eyebrow level. It gotta be straight. It can't be all over your eyes. It can't be way back here where the bullet's gonna hit you in the forehead. You know what I mean? It has to be in order. I know. It feels like, oh, they don't understand about the African American women. I get that. But since you are already in the military, since you signed that 8-year contract, you must conform to their standards. Now, put your hair in little cornrows and take it down during the weekend. Or take it and, wear your hair in a cute twist out or something for the 4-day weekend. I get that. And a lot of African American females feel that the military is basically saying your hair is not good enough to wear. You either need to put some harsh chemical relaxer in your hair, or you need to find a way to get it to stay. I understand. Our hair grows out. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to wear our hair. You're not going to be able to wear your hair out. I'm not in the military. But you're not going to be able to wear your hair out. You're not going to be able to wear it in an afro. You're not going to be able to wear it, like I have it now, curly. You won't be able to. Unfortunately, you have to do like you did back in the military. Back in basic training when everybody had to get tons of gel on. I know the gel isn't good for your hair all the time, too. But, like I said, unfortunately, you signed up for it. The rules were already set in place. They're reinforcing them. Hey, when your contract is up, if you don't like it, get out. If you think about going to the military and you don't want to change your hair to military standards, then don't sign up. That's just my opinion. I do sympathize because I understand as an African American, you want to be able to wear your hair the way that it grows. We can't help that our hair grows up and out and not down. I know we can't help it. But in order for it to be able to fit underneath your headgear properly, underneath your gas mask properly, you have the straps on the back of your gas mask. If it doesn't fit right and you can't get it snug on and you get gassed, you get in a chemical warfare, you're going to die. You know what I mean? So go ahead, conform to the military standards. I understand. I sympathize with you all, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get where you need to be. And if you're trying to do your 20 years in the military, or you trying to, get promoted, wear your braids. Wear your tiny braids. I understand. For a lot of you, it's going to hurt. It's going to be time consuming. For the ones who can't braid your own hair, it's going to cost, some money. I already know how it is. And that's not just for the females with natural hair. Even if you have a relaxer, you still got to be able to keep your hair a certain length. You got to be able to put it back in the bun. I understand. A lot of our hair, because, it just doesn't grow down our backs. I mean, it can, but because of a lot of manipulation we do to our hair, it doesn't, grow strand by strand. We can't just rake our fingers through it and blow with the wind. I get it. But sisters and armed forces, I salute you all. Try to hang in there. Conform to the Army. The Army cannot conform to you. Be blessed, everybody. And I salute not only to all the sisters, but all my sisters and brothers. I mean, whatever race you are, I salute you all. God bless. If you're in Afghanistan, come home safely. If you're here in the United States, be blessed. And if any of you were, or any of the people that you know were affected by the recent shooting in Fort Hood, I'm praying for you all daily. I still haven't gotten a chance to see if any of my close battle buddies were shot. Shot. So if you all know the names of the people who were actually injured, I know they put out the names of people who, the fatalities, but if you know any of the names that were actually injured, could you shoot me an email so I can know? Because, like I said, I'm haven't been able to get in contact with everybody that I know at Fort Hood. So, all right, leave a comment if you're against whatever I said, for whatever I said, or any of your just any comment. Be blessed. Have a great night.